Hi, my name is Esther. So today I'm going to talk about this look that I have, this wig that I've made this week, and I wanted to share it with you. This is the cap I'll be using today. Make your own wigs, and as you can see, it's $4.99 at my store. You're going to take your cap and place it on your styrofoam head. Take the pins and stretch the cap as much as you can and put the pins on every corner. I use a pencil, eyeliner, white pencil to mark where I want my closure to be placed. I will be using Mayvenn hair today, and the Mayvenn hair is called Brazilian Curly. For the sewing technique, I did the loop under, then over technique. That way the hair sheds less, and when you do a wig, it's important to do it that way because the cap actually shrinks if you do it through the weft. So you have to do it under the weft so it will be able to stretch as much as it will go. So because this is virgin hair and you purchased it for a certain amount of money, you don't want to keep cutting the weft. That way, even if it wasn't on a wig, you can reuse the hair without having to put pieces together. So when you get to the corners or the end, you just flip it over and turn it around and just keep sewing. And by doing so, you decrease shedding, and it's much easier and it's much faster. Time to put on the closure. So before I do so, I do cut the lace first, and then I place it right in the middle where the line is. So once I place it, I use 2 or 3 pins and I put it on every corner just to secure it. And I make sure on the other side I pull it as much as I can. That way it won't have any creases or lumps. And when I do cut the net out, that is tight and with no problems. Alright, so now it's all done. It might look kind of crazy now for as, the eyes being covered, but that's what you want because the fact that I stretch it out so much that it is able to fit a large head, small head, big head, and that's how you make your wig big enough to fit all size. So now that it's done, I took it out, took the pins out, and this is what the inside looks like. So now I'm about to cut the piece of the cap that was underneath the closure. Now my wig is done. I'm going to tweeze my part so my part can be more defined. So all I'm going to do is use a tweezer and pluck some of the hair out, the lace. That way my part, you can see it better. So when you're tweezing the hair out, you don't want to tweeze too much because it would eventually look like a bald spot. But you want to tweeze just enough so it can look more natural and so it won't look like a wig. This is what it should look like once it's done. As you can see, my part is nice and clean and it's just perfect. Now I'm trimming it to give it more layers and more body, making sure that the closure is not longer than the actual hair, so I had to cut off some of the closure. After I was done, I tried the wig on and I personally did not like it. So that's what it looks like in the middle part. and that's what it looks like on the side. So I figured, maybe it's because of the color. So I added some color, and now I'm rinsing it out. I didn't add that much color, just enough, so it can give me like brown tint highlights. The curl pattern, it got even better. It looked so pretty. It felt smooth and soft. It felt like once you washed it, it felt better than what it was before. Now I'm using Herbal Essence Totally Twisted to wash and condition the hair, and I use that product for all my curly hair. I placed the wig on my mannequin overnight so it can dry. Now my braid pattern, I had braids going down and 2 braids going back. That way I can shift my wigs and put it in the middle or side part if I chose to. Now my braids is not that neat or not that small, but it's flat enough for me to put the wig on. So the curl pattern is not as tight as it was before, which I have no problem because I actually like the wig more than I did before. The curl pattern is looser. Now the only thing that I would say that I did not like is that the closure curl pattern is way looser than the actual hair texture. So you can see that the hair right here is a tighter curl and the closure is a looser curl. I just finger combed it that way it could all the curl pattern in the bottom can loosen up a little bit. But I really don't have that much of a problem with it because I still ended up liking the wig. And for as the wig, I've used four bundles to make the wig. Now, while I was making it, I ran out of hair on my 3rd bundle, so I ended up buying another bundle online. And the good thing that I love about Mayvenn is that their shipping is guaranteed. As soon as I purchased it that morning, they shipped it out that afternoon, and I got it exactly 3 days like the website say. Now, sometimes you go to hair companies, the hair quality is everything, but the shipping is just, the shipping, they lack on the shipping. They will promise you 4 to 6 days, and then you would never get the hair. So this company actually sends the hair when they say they're going to send it, and they send you confirmation and shipping information right away. So that's one thing I like about Mayvenn. Now, even Mayvenn, if you don't like the hair, they have a 30-day guarantee where you can exchange the hair for another product. I did have a problem with Mayvenn hair once, and I did exchange it, but I've never had a problem since then. So the great part about it is because they give you an opportunity to exchange it. Now, other hair companies, if you don't like the hair, if you already installed it, you just pretty much lose your money. But them, you have another chance to try to see if this is the hair company that you want to keep using. One last thing, I did sew the wig on so it can last me for a while, but it's not a necessity because I have straps in the back, but I want it to be secure. So that's it for today. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and thank you.